Good evening, all. Today's video is a quick one about the center ground or center, and because all this conflict, whether it's electoral or social, on right and left, set me thinking. So, why center? I mean, look, think of it. We say have city center, town center, central business district. Everything is center. Why? Because people from all sides, let's say all corners or all sides, they come together at the center. So nobody is going to corners to get together, and so it is actually a good way to see. It's a good way to encapsulate um, politics as well, encapsulate what needs to, how politics needs to be as well, because it's a virtual, it's a discussion as well, as a way of a social gathering of people getting together to discuss and to get opinions and to thrash out things and come to an agreement. So this can happen only at the center. So and everybody knows this. So and so whether it's think tanks or politicians themselves or interest groups, they're trying to discreetly or overtly or covertly to move the center ground, so to speak. It can't be moved, of course, but it can be moved in the minds of people, and that's what they've been doing for quite some time now, and it seems to be working. People are because it was working as maybe as intended or maybe not as intended, causing a lot of division in people because on the one side, people seem to be taken in by the attempt, by the efforts of these groups to move the center ground, so to speak. On the other hand, instinctively, we know that what's happening isn't right or isn't natural or uh, isn't normal, and so there's an internal resistance to that as well. So which is why this there's just so much conflict between countries, or between nations, between peoples, between provinces or states within these nations, and because as this conflict is being created, whether by any one particular group or whether it's just the natural result of all the machinations, so to speak, but the solution is simple. There's only one solution, which is that return, for us to return to the natural center ground, because center ground itself cannot be moved. People may try to move it, but it's just in our minds. The center ground is what it is. So we have to move back to the center ground in terms of getting to talk to others with a different dispensation, so to speak, and come to agreement whether whatever the topic of discussion. Just like in a business, for example, the management has to has to consider different ideas and see what works and different situations and come to an agreement on what they want to practice or follow or implement, and that from that agreement flows the decision. So it's not one person riding roughshod, usually not one person riding roughshod over the others, but it's a agreement uh, to for from of different minds to follow a particular path. So we need to return to that. Otherwise, we're just going to have more conflict. There's no way the conflict won't be resolved if you keep pulling in different directions. This is just self-evident, but however, we are all so involved in that conflict that we are unable to step back and see that. It's like we're too close to the picture. We're so close that we don't see it. So that's my thought for today.